It would help if I unmuted the microphone. Welcome back to Me and the Left. It's been a while since we've done a live stream. I just thought, let's just hang out and chat. Let's just hang out and chat. So if you could be so kind, please smash that like button. And like today I've really got nothing planned. I just want to hang out and talk. I just want to hang out and chat, interact with the stream. So how's everyone doing? I see Let's Be Frank was in the chat. By the way, yeah, hi Frank. By the way, let me know if the mic is good. Let me know if there are any issues. Drop if if there are any issues with the mic. Maybe it's like too loud, or if you see something that's slightly off, just let me know. But yeah, welcome back. So I just thought let's just hang out. Let's just hang out and have a chat. Where is everyone coming from? I see Walter White is based. Where is everyone coming from? Let me know where you're coming from in the chat. I see Ovation Eddie too. Hey Eddie, how's it going? Great guy, great channel, Ovation Eddie, and also with Let's Be Frank as well too. Fantastic channels. Also just great people as well. Anyway, let me know where you're coming from. I imagine obviously the audience of this channel is like predominantly American. But we've got Oklahoma, Montana, New York, Mississippi, California, London, UK, South Texas, New Jersey, Rhode Island. There's chats are coming in. Germany, we've got Germany there. Canada, North Carolina. Hello. That's one thing I'm absolutely amazed. Although the audience is kind of like predominantly, it's predominantly American. A lot of people ask why, as an Australian, do you mainly sort of focus on American politics, like American issues? That's because that's where the epicenter of wokeness is. I see wokeness and leftism. Really, that is the epicenter of this virus. Is kind of America. So that's why I kind of focus, and it's just the characters there. Trump, and there's such big characters compared to like politics around the world. We've got still Scotland, Colorado, Michigan, Portugal, Missouri. We've got Yorktown, VA. Sorry, I meant Canada. Yeah, so welcome everyone. Thanks for joining this chat. As I said, we really have nothing planned. I just want to hang out with you. See, I do this channel. I love sharing memes, but I love your comments. I mean, we live in the comments. My wife and myself, we try to get to every single comment that we can. I learn so much from the comments. I learn so much from you. Moneybag said SC reviews. Yeah, he's a good guy as well. Puts out really good content. We got Beavis says ground zero for wokeness. That's right. I think that's kind of where the woke. I see it like a virus. I think that's where it kind of like comes. That's the epicenter of it. Comes out through the culture, TV, through movies, through politics. So that's where I focus on. I focus on the epicenter. Cincinnati, Funk says great backdrop. I mean, I'm a coffee kind of like addict. I love coffee shops, and I thought this was a fairly fitting. I thought this was a sort of fairly fitting backdrop. Anyway, I will definitely try to get to every single, if you have a specific question, treat this almost like a Q&A as well. If you have a specific question, please let me know. Let me know. I will definitely try to get to it. Your mother was a hamster. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you very much. Matthew Phillips, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm from Prime Minister, Blackface Estate, can't buy handguns no more. My dear leader is also, Fidel's son. Peace be upon him. Absolutely. How horrific that they've, Trudeau, the dictator over there, is just straight up ban handguns. I think that's absolutely insane. One of the things I love about, we've got the things working over here as well. I wasn't sure whether all that was working. I thought I would sort of like add it in there, but it looks like it is working. So yeah, let me know if you've got any questions about the channel. Disheveled Angel says, your videos make my day, show the clowns for what it is. I mean, this channel is entertainment. The memes are powerful. The memes have deep, powerful messages that people see a meme, they can download like paragraphs of information very quickly about that meme. So I share memes, and I hope that like you're sharing memes as well. A lot of people say, oh, you're not doing anything, you're just like sharing memes. Well, that's all we do. That's all we do. We share memes. We are contributing. Tiberius Maximus, thank you so much for the super chat. I make animated comedy targeting left. A shout out would be awesome. Love your content. You've just got your shout out right now, Sir Tiberius Maximus. Thank you so much. Now we've got Pondemus Maximus. Pondemus Maximus. The pings popping up here might be a little bit delayed. I don't know. There's this weird delay that happens. So if there's out of sync, please forgive me. Pondemus Maximus says, thanks for the memes and laugh. It helps keeps us sane. Your channel is very much appreciated. Yeah, that's one of the things that kind of like surprised me just a little bit. Was really, the memes are, it's almost like, understandably, we're preaching to the choir almost, the way that YouTube algorithm kind of puts everyone into the same sort of spaces of the content they like. So we understand that it's more like, there's a lot of preaching to the choir, but it's also keeping people's, what's it called? We're like motivation, or we're comedy. It's just encouragement. It's sort of encouragement, and we hope that you share the memes. But we read so many comments of people are having like a crap day, and they watch 2 minutes of memes, and it just brightens them up. I love the memes, and if there was a channel out there that made the same content, that put out 2 or 3 minutes of memes a day, I would watch that. I would watch that channel too, because I love the memes. I know a lot of people really love the memes, and it's to encourage, it's to make you smile, it's to make you laugh, and it's also, they cover some dark issues in the memes. It's not all light and sunshine and rainbows. We cover dark issues, but we do them with memes. So yeah, I'm so unbelievably just like. It's a privilege. It's a privilege to be in this position that I make this content that, the memes of the day is still, getting 150,000 views each sort of video per day. I love it that so many people love these videos, and hope that you're sharing these videos. We're going to start memetheleft.com soon, where we're going to really push the sharing of like individual videos. So really kind of ratchet the operation up. Daniel S says the AOC clap. I don't remember back in the days when I used to do the commentary videos. I used to go Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, and I did this little clap, and so many people just loved it. That they really loved it. So I've kind of that kind of like surprised me a little bit. I thought, why do people like this thing so much? But as I said, like we live in the comments. We go through all the feedback. I will tell you, I read hundreds and hundreds of comments per day and try to react to like as many comments like as possible. Christopher iPad says the Fetterman Peter Griffin end of the world was the funniest thing this year. Yeah, that meme was done. I think who was that done by a gamer, Yo Sniper or something like that. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. Andrea, sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Meme them till they cry, then make memes of them crying. Oh, that's right. Absolutely. Ben, sorry if I pronounce names wrong, if I butcher your names wrong, please forgive me. You're doing an amazing job. Thank you so much. I love that people love the content. people are encouraged by the content, and share the content with other people who can be encouraged as well. Andrea says, I miss your clap. AOC, no, AOC doesn't have the clap. Shaft says, love this channel, mate. I love that you love this channel, and it has been beyond mind-blowing. Came back to YouTube this year. I think it was January the 7th was the first video back after about 10 months away from the platform, feeling kind of very, a little bit down about YouTube. YouTube is a tough gig. If things are going great, it's an easy gig. When you're grinding and you're not getting the growth, things aren't going great. It is like it just grinds you down. Like this year, just from January to this year, nearly, I think it's like 85 million views on the channel. It is just, but I don't say that to say, look at me, look how. I say that because so many people have been, entertained, encouraged. I'm tripping over my tongue trying to say, but I'm incredibly grateful that you watch these videos, that you share these videos. I hope these videos make you smile. If you're having a crap day, I hope they make you laugh. And my job more is as like an entertainer, an encourager, and also I am an activist. I am a meme activist. These memes, this is our way of fighting this meme war. Alex Jones said this is an info war. Memes are weapons. This is how I fight. Will Kincad, sorry for the name butchering there, brother. Your Kiwi accent is disappointing. My question is, where's Jackie? Yeah, Aussie accent, but of course, we love, absolutely love our Kiwi, love our Kiwi cousins. Shaft Roundtree, thank you so much for the super chat there, sir. Penguin Overlord with gravy. Have you seen the My Mind's Going Blank Now Biden video? No, dude, I pretty much just woke up this morning. I've just come down into the studio here. Everything's like set up, ready to go. I really haven't checked at what bumbling Biden has, what quality content he is dropping for us out there. Eagle Talons, meanwhile, if you're doing a great job, keep up the good sense of humor and great memes are coming. That's right. These are dark times. I know it's kind of like I don't speak too much about, we're in dark times, and politically, culturally, this is dark. We are in like dark times. The fight is real, and I definitely try to keep on the light side of things with the memes and with the way the videos are edited, the little bit of like maybe clown music in the background. We're dealing with really serious subjects. The culture right now is just, it is going down the drain. I don't know where society is going. Eventually, I kind of predict that society will split between predominantly left and right ideologies, because the two ideologies right now, we're getting to the point we can't coexist anymore, and that's bad. We don't want a society that is split. No one really overly benefits from that kind of society. But I think we're getting to right now, in the left and right, it is just, we can't be further apart, and we can't coexist. We can't coexist with these people. Yeah, so the memes are, it's serious stuff, but it's to make you smile, it's to encourage you, it's to make you. Contrarian says, that's right, yeah, the power of memes. John says, I have to say, you're doing a phenomenal job. Please keep up the incredible work. Thank you so much. The chat is just, the chat's going ballistic right now. Can we get 500 people on this chat? Hit that like button, and maybe the algo kind of pumps it out a little bit more. Sawyer says, was watching the energetic rally. Such energy and articulate men and women. What is it not only are conservatives great looking, but brainiacs and articulate? I don't mean to generalize here, but conservative women are just look at and leftist women. No. Obviously, that's a very broad generalization. But you see, conservative women, they are just so hot. I don't know if it's like the ideology. They are just. I think they're just hot. I mean, I'm a married man, nearly married for 30 years. My wife's conservative as heck. She is hot. I still love her. I still love her so much. What do we got? Penguin Overlord says Brits and Aussies say wanker. That's right. I mean, on the channel, I used to say wanker a lot. A lot of people, especially Americans, really didn't hear that term. It's more of an Australian and a kind of a Brit term. Monkey Grab Orange. Good to see you in the chat. It's good. Always good to see. Always good to see your comments in there. And oops, I've just lost. All the chats have just gone up. Sorry if I'm missing. I want to get. It doesn't. If you want, you can super chat. You don't have to super chat. I will try to get to every single question. Chris Cole, thank you so much for the super chat there, sir. You keep our spirits up, mate. Keep the fantastic work and clever memes. That's my job. My job is to entertain, keep the morale high amongst the troops almost. And so that's the kind of the job. And I think memes really kind of memes get the message across. It's like the language right now. Alex says we're in an info war. We use memes, like the meme army. We use memes to like get our message across. Someone said, make sure you drink. That's the problem. I get into these live streams and my energy level is just absolutely through the roof. Excuse me. My energy level is just absolutely through the roof. I tend to talk so fast. I do not drink enough. What do we got? Edward said is wondering whether he's Walter White, an example of the Hansberg uncertainty principle. That's right. When I started this channel, I never really knew that I kind of looked a little bit like, the dude off Breaking Bad. I've watched a few episodes of Breaking Bad, not a lot of episodes of Breaking Bad. I'm more familiar with that actor from Malcolm in the Middle. I think that show was pretty hilarious. And then people started saying, "Whoa, what's Walter White doing on YouTube?" And I looked at some photos and I thought, "Oh yeah, well, he's bald. He's got like a goatee." And so yeah, that was the. I never really knew that I looked like that guy. Ultra Salty Doomer. Looks like we've got lots of members of the Salty Army in the chat. Mwah, beautiful. I love you people. Love Salty. Love Mrs. Salty. They are absolutely fantastic patriots that they love America, they love freedom, and I got started when Salty got started, and we were both very small channels. We did a live stream together. I've got to know Mr. Salty and Mrs. Salty quite well. They are just such beautiful people with just hearts of gold who just want freedom. They're just fighting. They're just ordinary people who want freedom. They're fantastic examples. So we got Ultra Salty Doomer says, "Meme, what made you start your channel? Tell us the origin story." My gosh, this could go for half an hour. I think the trigger point, if you could say the trigger point for starting the channel, was when they banned Alex Jones. All the media platforms, I think it was like YouTube, Insta, everyone except, I think Twitter was the one that kind of held out. On one day, they just came in and banned Alex from everything. They just banned him from everything. And I was like, I've been an Alex Jones sort of like a listener. I've had his like app on the phone, like for years. If I was driving somewhere, I'd put the Alex, push the little play button and you'd get like a recording of his latest stream. Always had fascinating interviews with like people from just weird backgrounds and stuff like that. I found his interviews were really fascinating. And so I've been listening to Alex for probably, I kid you not, for probably 8 to 10 years before I started this channel. And he was always saying, Get your voice out there. Get your voice heard. Start a channel. And you know, he's saying, if you're listening to my voice, you are the resistance. So and when they banned Alex, and I'm thinking, I'm not using my voice. They've silenced Alex, but my voice, I'm not using it. And now they've tried to, you know, they're muffling him. Of course, now, you know, Alex is probably as big as he ever has been. So that was a trigger point. That has finally got my finger out and said, right, I've got to start a channel. I think that was in like October 2018. I can't remember the exact dates. I put the first video out on the channel, I think it was like January 2019. And yeah, so that was the trigger point. The trigger point there was when they banned Alex. I said, what am I doing? They're silencing him. Why am I silencing myself? Why aren't I out there speaking up? And all I did was uploaded videos of me talking about news articles. Me talking about, I'd have my face on one side, I'd have a news story on the other side, maybe a little bit Tim Pooley, maybe a little bit like Tim, you know, when you had just talking, reading through a news article, giving my commentary on it, and then the channel just started growing from there. I think the first year was maybe about 30,000 subscribers. Second year was kind of slow, and yeah. But yeah, I encourage everyone, start a YouTube channel, get your voice out there, just do something, share memes. We've just all got to do, we all have just got to do something. Monkey Grab Orange. Monkey Grab Orange I recognize as one of the OG, as just probably being from way back in the day. Everyone needs to check out the United Spot. That's a really good channel as well. Sorry, the chat has just gone pretty ballistic here. Rob much love from Two said Salt Division. I am going to scroll down and get through. What have we got here? Leo says, Leo C. Salty can get 15,000 berserkers on his live stream. Absolutely. I would not know. I would shit myself if there was 15,000 people in the screen. I would not. I think I would maybe pass out from just I don't know, just the audience of that size would just it would probably overload me. But Salty, you know, he's used to it. David, thank you so much for the super chat there, David. Danny, love your stuff. Meme Lil, thank you so much. I love it that you love this stuff. As I said, we go through so many comments of people saying that they, you know, the videos have encouraged them. They you know, having a crap day, they watch the content, it picks them up. I can tell you some stories that are private, you know, I don't get into that, but some people have had some really, really, really bad days, and they just get lifted. They forget about their problems for a little bit, and I think, and you know, that's kind of where it's at. Yeah, howdy, do it. I saw a quick reference on Twitter where someone said the Australian mainstream media was saying the lockdowns were wrong. That's absolutely right. Questioning everything. Of course, it was just unbelievably effed up. The response was just unbelievably effed up. Anyone who criticized the response, the lockdowns, the jabs, you know, you were put into that conspiracy corner. And now it's all going to come out. I mean, you know, the next probably 2 to 5 years, it is going to get insane. We're heading into that. I think we're heading into what's the term? Sudden death. I'm not sure if I'm using the term exactly right, but all these athletes just dropping dead all of a sudden, and what's going to happen in the next 2 to 5 years? You know, it is like you almost just dread to think what's going to happen. Leo, Mean Left has done a great. Yeah, I'm so grateful to be given this opportunity. So grateful to have, you know, built an audience. I mean, YouTube is probably the hardest market to crack, like from an entrepreneur, from a not from a like a business person perspective, but to build an audience, to try to keep an audience. It is a very tough. I wouldn't say I don't treat this. This is not a business. Although this channel is monetized, this channel has made money, and that money has gone to things like new computers, upgrading. Everything this channel brings in from the ads, those stupid little ads in front of the videos, which for some reason YouTube still runs. So everything that this channel brings in, I just put back. I just put back into this, into fighting the left, into absolutely fighting the woke. Powder Wolf says the mass awakening will starve off the worst of their schemes. Still gonna suck though. That's right. I think we're in for dark times. I don't want to drop the tone. I don't want to get too, I don't want to get dark here, but I really do think we are in for dark times coming up ahead. The fight. I mean, you could almost say that we've lost the fight. That we've lost the fight with the culture. I mean, the left controls entertainment. They control education. They can, basically every single Fortune 500. They control the corporations. They've got their woke activists in the HR departments of all these corporations. It is almost the war is almost. It's almost kind of like. It's almost lost. I mean, but there is hope. We are, Alex would always say, if you are watching this, if you are listening to this, then you are the resistance. And I always thought, yeah, Alex being a little bit hyperbolic here, he's being maybe a little bit over the top, theatrical, because Alex is a theatrical kind of guy as well. But if you are listening to my voice right now, if you do watch these videos, I know that 100,000 people a day on average watch the content on this channel. You are the resistance. Please share memes. Please get active. Please, and this is what I want to do when I want to build the memetheleft.com community as a community of activists, really to build a tight community where we can organize and we can engage in activism, because that's one thing that the right doesn't do as well as the left is group up and organize. We are more individualistic. The left is more kind of like collective. They kind of think they work together better. But conservatives are stronger. We think we don't really need to band together and work together. So I think that, the left kind of has the slight edge on us in that area there, but we need to come together. The goal, we are going to build a community. We are going to become a community of activists. I believe that in my heart, and I hope that you join me as well. Leo says YouTube makes it difficult with censorship and fees. I mean, absolutely. The censorship that the right, to be a YouTuber on the right, it is a rough gig. I mean, I'm not going to. I don't want to kind of I'm not. I don't know overdo it. I don't overdo it. I'm being persecuted, blah blah blah. But it is rough. If I was on the left of politics, this would be an easier kind of gig. But it is rough. The censorship, the shadow banning, but having said that, over the last, since January this year, the algorithm has loved this channel because this channel has high engagement. It has, fast kind of views. It has a lot of comments, has a lot of likes. This channel is giving YouTube what it wants. So YouTube has been very, very good to this channel since the start of this year. But there is a lot of you have to kind of push through a lot of demonetization and a lot of the algorithm really reducing the reach of some videos. And of course, my goal on this is to stay on this platform for as long as possible. This is the biggest platform. Eventually, one day, we'll probably have to go to, permanently to other platforms, Rumble, BitChute. We're already there now. But that they don't have big audiences. This is the main stage. So I want to reach as many people as possible on this stage. And my goal, the goal of this channel is to get as close to that kind of censorship line as we can without going over the line. We have to play, we have to play by the rules, but we have to get as close as we can to that line without going over the line. John has a long mustache. What a great name. Are you ever in Florida? You have a riding buddy. Thanks, man. Yeah, definitely if I ever lived in the States, it'd definitely be like Florida or Texas. Although I'm not sure I could handle that Florida humidity. Mike Darusha, thank you so much for the super chat. So, who's better, Maryland or the beautiful South? I'm not quite sure what the context of that is. Yeah, Salty Water. Salty got like 25K every live stream. Absolutely. Yeah, I love what he does, and he's really moved a lot of his audience, over to like Rumble and for the live streams, which is absolutely fantastic. Howdy says, made a comment up here. I'm trying to get to as many comments as I can. Mr. E 369, thank you for all you do, bud. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Like, I'm completely blown away at the amount of growth on this channel this year. It has been absolutely mind-blowing, but it is a privilege, and I'm also just it's amazing that I love entertaining. I love making people smile, making people laugh. And so, yeah, this is an absolute privilege of what I do. Howdy says to reach people over 30 YouTubers, definitely the place to be. I mean, that's right. I mean, I don't do the TikTok. That's kind of, maybe that's where, should be putting up content as well, trying to reach the younger people there as well. Michael Peel, another long-time OG user on the channel, says, why should we play by the rules? They don't. Well, that's right. I mean, that's a fair point. I mean, this is, this is their platform. We're kind of like a guest on their platform. And I don't try to cuss or swear. Because, that just limits reach. And when that's limiting reach, the algorithm is not going to push the video out to new people. And my job as an activist is to get the content in front of as many people as possible. And if that means I can't swear, I mean, there's we have young people who watch these videos as well. I like to think I make content that my kids can watch. I definitely try to walk, stay in their rules, but the rules are very ambiguous. The rules, the community guidelines, they could go through right now, because I've got 900 videos up on this channel, and they say you cannot derogatory speech or whatever it is. You can't criticize. They could probably strike down every single video on this channel for hate speech or derogatory speech. I mean, their rules are written very, vaguely and very broad, that they can apply it to anything they want to apply. Starshine Ranch, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. As I said, you do not have to super chat. I will try to get to as many people, many comments as well. I'm just not here to read super chats, but I definitely will read them as well. Starshine Ranch. Oh, please keep wordy memes on the screen longer so I have time to read them. Yes, that is actually with the memes. The memes are synchronized exactly with the music, and if the music is out of time with the memes, it looks terrible. So the music, the music that I choose, well, then the memes sort of have to fit the flow of that music. And a lot of the music has patterns. A lot of the music I use has patterns. There'll be little 8 to 10 second patterns. Then there'll be a beat change. I put a lot of I put a lot of effort into synchronizing the memes around like the music. So yeah, definitely, and I definitely don't try to use memes with too many words. The simpler memes, the better, because they're yeah. So that's definitely when I'm editing. Like an average memes of the day will probably take 3 to 4 hours to edit. Sourcing the memes, I make some memes myself. I don't make all the memes, and I have about 8 to 10 like meme creators who I just love their content. I love sharing their memes out to like a larger audience. So yeah, they probably take 3 to 4 hours of video to make, and there's a lot of time put into the like it is. I'm very meticulous about it. It has to be to the absolute like perfect beat. Yeah, so we definitely that's what I'm looking. That's in the foremost of my mind, that the memes can be read and they're not too fast, because my wife would complain about that all the time. Mike DeRusha. Wow, I feel old. Those music bands. I'm not quite sure what that is kind of in reference to there. So, Papa Flippin' Smurf, are you Papa Flippin' Smurf? Are you a Brit or an Aussie? Mate, I'm an Aussie. My family obviously came from Britain. The whole story. We are actually connected to Captain Cook. Captain Cook worked in a shipyard that was owned by one of my like ancestors somewhere back there in it worked as like whatever shipyard they do, sailor school, whatever it is over there. Born and bred in Australia. Definitely connected to England or whatever. You know, my mum and one of my aunties still got a very, very dark, very deep sort of Pommy accent. We got Eric saw Oregon and New York may flip. That's right. I don't want to get my hopes up. I mean, I'm not a big what's the word, believer in the Republican leadership as well. Republican leadership are just a bunch of like wanker cowards, as far as I'm concerned. They don't do anything. They don't do anything. Although fighting against the left, I'm not in kind of like bed with, and even thinking that they're offering the solutions. But I will mainly support Republican candidates. My favorite, obviously, Kari Lake. Ron DeSantis. I mean, these people are superstars. Kari Lake, I love this woman so much. I mean, I am deeply in love with my wife, but God, that Kari Lake is hot. She is. I love her energy, I love her. Like, I just love that conservative. I think it's absolutely amazing. Sorry, I know I'm missing a whole bunch of like. I know I'm missing a Jess. Wow, thank you very much for the super chat there. That is very generous. Thank you so much. Someone says just pause the video, and that's true. But I don't. That kind of takes it away from the entertainment part of it. If you have to pause it, that means I really haven't done my job. My job well. If you kind of have to pause like that. Oregon will flip. Yeah, let's go, Brandon. Absolutely. Waking up. What is it? Disturb me, Art. Hunter says, waking up, get everyone to listen to the system. And I'm Tom McDonald, love that guy. I started listening to Tom's music, and then the whole thing around Tom being like an independent artist, having his music direct with no record company, no managers, just him and his partner or his wife, I'm not sure. And they make their own videos, they put out their own music, they sell their own merch. I mean, that is just like, I'm so in awe of what Tom MacDonald and his music and the lyrics. Oh my God, they're just like, they cut and they're deep and it's just meaningful. I mean, he's living, Tom MacDonald's living a purpose driven life, and I've got a lot of respect. I got a lot of respect for Tom. David says, thank you for all the hard work, brother. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing the content. What is Pissed Off Dragon says, a 50-second mean left video is like directing a movie. Maybe I'm just like a kind of a crappy, I'm not the best. I'm not a really good video editor. I use DaVinci Resolve. I kind of taught myself what you can teach yourself anything these days. There are YouTube channels out there that can teach you anything. So, if you want to get into YouTube, you want to get into editing, you want to make content like this, I mean, you can learn it. You can learn anything these days. So maybe my videos take too long to edit. Someone else could come in there and maybe do it in like half the time. I'm not sure, but even the editing process I enjoy, especially the funnier type videos. I like to make keep the content on the funny, on the humorous side as well. Penguin Overlord says, with gravy, Kevin MacLeod music makes the memes. Yeah, what did I read a comment somewhere on one of Kevin's videos that this man could literally shut down YouTube. Something about if he claimed copyright on all the videos. Of course, you just have to attribute Kevin, put the link back to his music there. But if he all of a sudden decided to stop that and claim copyright, millions of videos would be claimed under copyright. Star Wars 518. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for you've got a little sticker there with a KO. I'm not sure what that is. We've got Papa Flippin' Smurf. Thank you so much for the super chat. Memes are how people are indoctrinated. Always have been. Funny though. I mean, they do. They get a lot of information across, and I think we do a better job with memeing because we're a little bit more. We're not politically correct. We don't care if it really steps on someone's toes. So that's why I fight with memes. And Tony says, I love the Miss Piggy meme. Absolutely. Steve. Sorry, I'm just scrolling down here. Some people, we got a Rug Boy says, some people just don't know their Brits from their Aussies. I mean, we are connected. Brits and Aussies are very much connected. Aussies and Kiwis, we're kind of all in this weird dysfunctional family. Leo, baked potatoes must go. And absolutely he's claiming that he's going to run in 2024, which is, was absolute garbage. He's not running in 2024. He's not running in 2024. And he had that interview a couple of days ago where his brain was having a little bit of, that slow internet sound. And the journalist, when he asked him, are you going to run? I almost make a video out of it, but I just didn't quite have time. But he's not running. Kamala Harris is not going to be on the ticket. I think they definitely come in with a clean ticket. And as far as who's on the Republican side, it's I kind of hope. I love Trump, but I kind of think he's too old. I just think he's too old. He's got the energy of a 50-year-old. But I would love to see Trump use his influence to support a ticket. So, what do we got? Steve, thank you so much for the super chat. Your videos make my day a lot better, mate. That makes my day. Seriously, that makes my day. When I read comments, people saying, thank you so much, you've just made my day. No, you made my day. That is kind of like, it's an honor and it is an absolute privilege. We got Soroya Smile says the China meme. I did use that pronunciation a lot. However, didn't get flack because most thought it was my Hispanic accent. Yeah, true. I love the way he said China. It's like I can't do it. I can't do it. But yeah, China. Yeah, Mega City Patrol said New York's not going to flip, surely. Yeah, hopefully, hopefully. Gregorius, and sorry for the butchering sorry for the butchering there, sir, but congrats on the success of Mean Left. You are making a difference, mate. Yeah, that's, I mean, yeah, I mean, I could unpack a lot there. I could talk a lot about this, but I never wanted to be like a big YouTuber. I mean, when this channel, well, I came back this year and I thought I was just going to like plug along, poke along. And then the channel is just kind of like blown up. 150,000 subscribers this year, like 85 million views. And I don't see that. I'm not like beating my chest, but that's for the cause. I am an activist for the cause, to entertain. And, I hope that people have been entertained, that they have been encouraged. Maybe they've, yeah. When you says, do you want to make a difference? I mean, I'm not trying to change the world. I'm just trying to do my little bit. And then we all do our little bit. Salty's doing his big bit. I mean, it's a much bigger bit. But if we all can't be like Alex or like Salty. We just got to be ourselves and do our little bit and play our part. And I truly believe that we can all make a difference together. Sherbs McDurgus. Gracias, may you be covered in... No, I don't want to be covered in gamer girls. Thank you. I've got my one gamer girl. I've got my gamer girl. She's upstairs. Been married almost 30 years. I think 29 years this year. And I can't believe that she has put up with me for so long. I mean, but yeah, it is. It's amazing. I feel so insanely old. Thinking, I'm 52. But been married for like over 30 years. That feels like that feels insane. Stan Clare says, I hope DeSantis stays as governor of Florida and keeps as a stronghold. There's plenty of excellent candidates to run besides Trump. How about talking Tulsi into it? Yeah, it's really funny with the whole Tulsi Gabbard situation. I put the poll out. Oh my, I thought that it would have been like maybe 70-30, 70% don't trust Tulsi, 30%, but it was like 51-49 or 52-48%. It is like it is the divided opinion about Tulsi Gabbard at the moment. I mean, I like her, excuse me, she's saying a lot of the right things, but when it comes to like Second Amendment, when it comes to issues like that, she is not. I don't think she's on our side. I'm not saying I don't like her. I just do not trust her. I just do not trust Tulsi Gabbard. She looks the part. She's saying everything you want to hear, almost like tickling your ears. But there's just something there. I don't trust. Yeah, but it is interesting how she has kind of like split 50-50. Eric says, keep firing that meme, Cameron. We definitely will. Listen, I will be making memes of the day for as long as people are watching them. And if the demand is there, I will put out a 6 days a week that video. As long as people are watching, I will be making that kind of content. Also moving into a little bit more commentary based content as well. I don't know if you've seen on the channel. There's, you're seeing a picture of me and a little bit of audio content as well. There is another reason for that. YouTube is kind of getting a little bit, the videos that we make on this channel, like we take other people's content, edit, put funny little clips in between. And YouTube, that is kind of on the edge of what YouTube sees can be like allowed into the partner program. It's called like using other people's content. You have to show that you have changed that content to kind of make it like your own. And so I am doing a little bit more commentary, like adding a little bit more of me into the videos as well, but definitely like keeping the memes of the day coming. And but so you'll see a little bit more of me in the videos coming up as well, and we're maybe doing some more live streams as well, interviewing people. I want to interview people. I want to talk to people as well. So definitely. My Blue Sky says 52 isn't old. That's right. 52. I feel like I'm in my 30s. I mean, I'm like an athlete. I'm a competitive athlete, track sprinter, cyclist. I race crits. So I do not feel. I raced against people like 20 years younger than me. Mind you, half the time they're beating me as well. Salty Mongol says, like your meme videos, keep up the great work. And as I said, what an absolute honor and what an absolute privilege it is just to share content. Hippie says she's a gun grabber. That's right. I mean, it's a lot. Tulsi looks the part. I mean, she looks great. She's saying all the right things. She's like tickling the ears, if that's like a I just don't trust her. But I'm kind of glad that she's like moved over to our side. She's always kind of like not really fit on the left. She's obviously the way they treated her through the 2015 primary. I love what she did against Kamala Harris. It was not the 20. Whenever that primary was, when she took down Kamala Harris in that debate. I think that's one of those great kind of like political takedown moments when she was just laying in like body blow after body blow after body blow in that debate, and Kamala's just there going, she's that ended the Kamala Harris presidential. That ended the Kamala Harris presidential campaign. I think that was 2019. I've got the elections out of sync there. But I love that. I love she did that. But I don't think she'll ever. I don't think she'll ever land on a ticket. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what her deal is. If she's going to, she's not running for anything. Maybe she just wants to use her kind of like profile to become like a get onto. I don't know if she's auditioning for a gig on Fox or whatever. I'm really not sure. She's doing a lot of like she's campaigning for certain Republican candidates, and she's like saying I support this candidate. She's giving certain candidates support, but I just it's hard to see where she goes. If she's just looking for a spot in a cabinet, Secretary of State or something like that. I really don't trust her, but I like her. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like it's complicated. And that's where I stand on Tulsi. And as I said before, that the poll in the community. I mean, I poll the community to see where the audience, see where you stand on certain issues. And it's when I think we put out a poll with either Trump or DeSantis, and it was like, I think that poll got 90,000 votes or something like that, and it was like Trump was, I think, head by 10%. And I love to see like where you as like a mass audience sit on certain issues, and the Tulsi one surprised me. It was closer than I would thought. Rylan Robinson says, love from Texas, keep it going, mate. Absolutely, we will keep memeing, we will keep pumping out the memes, we will keep this channel going for as long as possible. And someone said to me the other day, like, do you think you'll make it to like 2024? And obviously it's an easy thing to say that we're going to be, all the conservatives are going to be like terminated, and although we do get a lot of like pushback from YouTube corporate. Obviously, they're very much controlled by the left, but I think maybe we can. I think maybe we can. Yeah, but it is going to get crazy. I mean, it is crazy now leading up to just midterms right now. I mean, it's nuts looking for the red wave. You know, we're looking for Biden being basically a lame duck president, and then they'll bring out a new ticket for 2024. So this is kind of, you know, midterms is critical. Obviously, that the party in power will probably lose seats. That's what's historically happened, unless the cheat is huge again. But 2024 is going to be the main show, and the 6 months from building up to 2024, from June, July, August, October, November, it is going to be insane. And I will be pushing it as hard as possible on this channel. We will have meme the left, the community, meme the left, the activist community built by then. That's what it's for. I'm building that army, building the meme army for the 2024. It is going to take time to build a community, to build the meme army. And if anyone people say, I don't know what to do. Well, hey, join me. Join the meme army over at memeleft.com. We'll be releasing it in probably 2 weeks from now, but we can work together, and the whole object is it will be the 2024 election. That's the big one. We're good. Dis says, channels like yours are necessary. I mean, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of channels, a lot of conservative channels out there on YouTube. A lot have been terminated and obviously demonetized and demoralized as well. But there's still a lot left on this channel. Burkhardt, I see you there in the comments. He is a lame duck already. Well, that's right. But he'll be even lamer when they lose control of the House and the Senate. We got Commie Keeler says Tulsi is a 1969 style Democrat. That's an interesting comment. Gary says stay in the fight. Sarcasm is great. Algorithms are stupid. I mean, the algorithm has been good. The algorithm has been good to this channel this year. It wasn't good to this channel like the previous in 2020. It was just a hard slog grind. But this year is like the algorithm is just kind of like it loves the content. Sorry, I think I've missed Stephanie Chang. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I moved my family of 6 from California to Idaho. My husband and I love your channel. Thank you. I love that you love the channel, and I hope that you get a laugh. I hope that you get encouraged, and congratulations for moving from California to Idaho. I mean, I couldn't imagine living in California. What an absolute cesspool. What an absolute cesspool that is, and it's kind of like you see the left, if they. California completely controlled by the left. But obviously there's a lot of really beautiful things about California. I've been there. There are beautiful things about that state. People do want to live there. The weather is fantastic as well. But you go to the cities and that are controlled, the homelessness, the shit in the streets. I mean, that people how do people live there? I don't know. We've got Penguin Overlord with Gravy says Gabbard is grifting. Well, that's right. I mean, you could definitely say she's kind of in it for herself, using her profile. Maybe it's just all about money. Slim Pickens, another OG member of the channel. Slim, welcome to the super chat. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, welcome to the stream. Tulsi will run for Senate in 2024 for Horando's seat. Yeah, maybe. She's definitely prepping something. She's laying the groundwork. I mean, these things take a couple of years. You got to lay the groundwork. You got to build a team. increase your profile kind of thing. She'll then maybe start to fundraise, raise money. And yeah, these things don't just obviously happen quickly. One Yankee says Tulsi uses her military record as a crutch. That's right. I love the fact that she does have a military record. It's like the natural progression going into politics, coming from the military, and for good cause as well. Gary Graham, being blocked is great, means I am on target. Meme cannons fire at will. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Christopher says wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm assuming that's in regards to Tulsi, which yes, that is. I definitely agree there. She looks too much like Hillary when she gives speeches. Not that she says the same thing. She moves like her. It creeps me out. Yeah, absolutely. And Hipper Pumpkin says hit that like button. That's right. Smash that like button. Oh, we've got 917 likes, I think, on the... Can we get 1,000 likes on the stream? As I said, this stream won't be very long. We'll go for a little bit longer. Yep. Sad Wing says Tulsi needs to get an only F. I can't read that comment. You bad boy. DeSantis Lake 2024. Yes. Feta woman. Yeah, don't get me started on Fetterman. How does someone like that even run? Obviously, dude had the stroke during the primaries, or was it maybe just after the primary? What have you? Now that should kind of medically should just say I can't go on. I have to sit back and look after my health. But he's got his wife there, who is kind of like the one brain behind the operation there. It seems. Yeah, you look at a candidate like Fetterman, and you think, how the hell does this even happen? But then you look at the potato in chief, Joe Biden. You have a kid sniffing. Oh, I'm going to be careful the words I say right now, but you have a kid sniffing. There's a latest video I just shared on Twitter. He comes up behind a kid. The father is holding the little kid, and he comes up behind and he just sniffs the back of this kid. I mean, how is this guy president of the United States? I mean, it is just absolutely, it is just kind of... It's mind-blowing. And then, yeah, you look at Fetterman, you look at Biden, and then, Katie Hobbs. I don't understand bad candidates. I mean, is this the best the left could do to come up with Kari Lake? I mean, Katie Hobbs, she sounds like a 16-year-old whiny little schoolgirl. I mean, no offense to 16-year-old schoolgirls, but Katie Hobbs she just got this whining tone to her voice. It's just, and she won't debate Kari Lake. I mean, she's not going to debate Kari. What the hell? You should debate. I mean, if you stand, you get into the arena and you let your ideas battle it out with your opponent's ideas. May the best ideas win. If you can land a knockout blow with your ideas against their ideas, but Katie Hobbs just got no good ideas. She's not smart. She's not articulate. She doesn't have any spark. She doesn't have any passion. She doesn't have any fire there. And you look at Kari Lake, she is an absolute powerhouse. The energy coming out of Kari, just the energy coming out of her eyes. She's got that spark. She's got the passion. She wants to fight. She is hot. That's conservative values are just so hot. That energy. I love that energy. I love that energy around Kari Lake. And so it's no, obviously Fetterman's not going to debate Dr. Oz, and Hobbs is not going to debate Kari Lake, and I hope that, those two lose their respective and maybe it's better that they don't debate too. Like I said, I think I made a video, I said if I was the campaign manager for Katie Hobbs, I don't this woman nowhere near the cameras. Use the cover of the mainstream media. Don't put her in front of her. Keep the softball questions coming to her. Don't put her in front of. Don't put her in a situation where she's going to be absolutely destroyed. Which putting her in a situation opposite Kari Lake, Katie Hobbs will get absolutely annihilated. That is like Muhammad Ali versus like a rookie. It's kind of like a rookie fighter. So yeah, obviously you got to keep her out of situations where she will make a fool of herself and where Kari Lake. So, but they should debate. It should be mandatory that they do debate. If they don't debate, they should not be. They should not be in politics. If you're not willing to put your ideas against your opponent's ideas, if you're not willing to battle it out like that. What do we got? Someone says, Dreadnought says, what about your own country? Let's talk about that. Oh, did I miss that part? I just don't focus on Australian politics because it's not where my fight is against the woke left. The left, I see the left, controlling institutions, controlling corporations, controlling everything from like education, entertainment, that they control the spectrum, and that fight for me is the epicenter of that fight is America, and that's kind of where I gravitate to, kind of where the to where the fight is. And Australian politics is like pretty vanilla. I'm not kind of like I'm not kind of interested in it. In that way. Dan says Walter White lookalike. So I'm trying to just get through. James Robinson, thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for the abundance of smiles that you give me. That absolutely makes my day. And that's why I do this, because it makes people happy. And I just want to, I want to make people happy, make people laugh, make people smile, cheer people up. As I said, you get so many comments of thank you, you've cheered up my day. This is, and that's why I do it. And when I'm making the video, I'm thinking about, all the happiness that is a result of this video. That kind of fuels me. Sog says this doesn't sound like Heisenberg. No, it's not. It's maybe the Australian equivalent. Hippie says Fetterman has a Biden on his neck. That thing on the back of his neck. Kind of make fun of it. What the hell is it? I don't know. Is it kind of like a boil? Is it like something that was? Is it something that was part of his stroke or something? I don't know. That big thing on the back of his neck. What do we got? Blaine says that energy comes from being fed up with the absolute stupidity. Absolutely. I mean, you got Biden right now. I think he said in a video, he's saying talking about the economy. Look what I have done. Look what I was given with. Look what I have done. Absolute. They shut down all businesses, most business, except for the top end of town with all the stupid COVID lockdowns. And then, when things are getting opened up back on the other side, they're like, Biden's like beating his chest. Look at this great accomplishment that I have done. No, they did nothing. It could have just get government out of the way. Dem candidates won't debate GOP. Maybe just me, but they don't seem worried. Well, a lot of them don't have to. They've got the cover of the mainstream media. As I said, there's no upside to a lot of these candidates debating because they're going, they know they're not going to win and they're not going to really shift the needle. The debates really aren't going to shift the needle, maybe like they used to shift the needle. A lot of people, there is that, maybe the normies in the middle, maybe they could tilt a little bit either way, but your left and your right is pretty much locked in. So there's not going to be a lot of, Katie Hobbs goes out there and debates. She's not going to win. people over onto her side, she's only going to lose. So there's only it's a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose situation for them. But some Democrats are debating, but not all of them. But some of them do debate. Yeah, Garden Girl says they should have to debate. 100%. If you don't debate, get out of the race. What are you even doing there if you don't have the confidence to stand in front of the people and test your ideas? I like the gladiatorial aspect of the debate. It's like two gladiators come into the ring, instead of them having like swords, they have ideas, and battle your ideas out one to the other. And may the best ideas win. May the best ideas, rise to the top. That's how it should be. The best ideas should win, and bad ideas should fail. Maple Dragon says, "Dang, I came in late. Hope you post this so I can watch it as a rerun." It'll do a, when YouTube processed it all, maybe a half hour after the stream is finished. So you will be allowed to, you will be able to see it as a rerun. Penguin Overlord with Gravy says, "That lump is Fetterman's brain. It has fallen out of his skull." Absolutely. But if anyone does know what that lump is, I would, really legit. I mean, I haven't researched it medically. Maybe I should. But if anyone does know what that lump is on his whatever, yeah, let me know in the comments. D Dunn, thank you so much for the super chat, sir. You got like a little thank you sticker. I mean, I guess that's the stickers that YouTube does there. Thank you so much. We got Hippier Pumpkin says, "I was a Democrat, and then I grew up." Someone meme Fetterman as the lump, as the master, as the master blaster. And Absalom interesting says the Absalom Industries, because they don't believe that they need consent to govern. That's a pretty good point. Mr. Tone 696, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Yes, the too bad that FBI plot to kidnap Widmer failed. Boy, you could talk a lot there. Juan Yankee says, "And I'm an independent. I think for myself." Well, absolutely. Well, there's a lot of libertarians as well. I mean, I have a lot of libertarian leanings. But I would never kind of vote for a libertarian candidate. I mean, my candidate is, I'm a kind of a Ron Paul guy. Rand Paul. I'm a Rand Paul guy, Ron Paul guy. Said I don't see establishment Republican leadership as anything kind of aspiring. They're a bunch of like useless wankers, as far as I'm concerned, cowards who are just really. Yeah, I'm not kind of like in their camp. So to say, but I do have a lot of libertarian leanings. I mean, you get me going about income tax, you get me going about taxation, and boy, I could talk for a very long time about taxation. Especially like when we pay tax on our income, which is to me is an insane, stupid, evil concept. You make money and then you pay tax when you spend your money. You're out there with sales taxes, with goods and services taxes and sales taxes. So the government, they get you when you make money, they'll take a cut of that, and then they're taking a cut of everything where you're spending money as well. I think it's insane. Taxes should be like levies that maybe, okay, if you want to tax things that are maybe not great for society, sure, fine, tax cigarettes, tax alcohol, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But taxing money, taxing income is dumb. It is the height of absolute stupidity. And of course, it was only meant to, be around for a short time, but it's obviously there's never been a tax that has been introduced that has never been kind of like made permanent. Absalom Industries, they still think they are rulers, not representatives. That's a very good point. I mean, they work for us. I mean, there's the thing about Hillary Clinton is she thought she was the queen. There was one of Hillary Clinton's staffers came out after the election, and she said Hillary that the people serve the needs of Hillary. Hillary never was in it to serve the needs of the people. It's something like that. She considered herself a queen, and it was all about the power. It was all about her. Her campaign slogan was "I'm with her." What kind of a bullshit campaign slogan is that? I'm with her. Obama had a good one, hope and change. Trump had a good one, make America great. But this I'm with her. What kind of nonsense is that? So Hillary was very much like she thought she was the queen, and that you served her, you came before her, you bowed down to her. She was not there to serve the people, but the people were there to serve Hillary. So that's right. They still think that they're the rulers, not representative. They work for us. Okay, they work for us. Hey, Captain Tom, welcome to the live stream. Another OG, member there. It is amazing how many usernames I remember. I can remember so many. John Blackhead, thank you so much for the super chat. Greetings from Massachusetts. Have a point on me, mate. Thanks for your superior content. You rock. Thank you so much. I just appreciate the support on this channel. That the content makes people laugh. It makes people happy. No, I've said this 10 times already, but I'm so privileged and so humbled to be in a position to be able to kind of deliver this content. Nick's 5 cents says, I'm going as Fetterman's lump for jalapeno. Linda says, I think that thing on Fetterman's neck is called is that meant to be lymphoma or something like that? Yeah. Andy says, greetings from the Gold Coast, Queensland. Probably raining down there, I would imagine, mate. Sorry, I've got a scrolling. Crane Guru, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Thanks for your time to make me laugh. I mean, that's why as I said, that's why I do this, to make people laugh, to encourage people. We're kind of like conservatives. I'm a conservative. Obviously libertarian kind of leaning. I don't get too much into conservative, but the whole media is kind of like putting us down, and I'm trying to fight that. I'm trying to say, hey, no. You're not bad. You're actually really good. Okay, they're bad. The control grid that's over us, that's constantly banging and ragging on conservatives. I mean, we're here to say no. That's all bull. You're actually really cool. Harmon says, and who determines what's bad and deserves to be taxed? Yes, another good point there for sure. Pissed off dragon. Political leaders supposed to work for us, not the other way around. Absolutely, 100%. Big Al says, forgive me for not being able to stay long. I just wanted to say your stuff makes every one of my days more tolerable. Laughter is the best medicine. So let me just say thanks, Doc. Great work. Thanks, Al. I'm glad that that you do that. The memes make you laugh, make you smile, make your day just that little bit better, give you a little bit of encouragement. So that's exactly that's what we're here for. Yeah, Car Guy, another OG member on the channel from way back. Hillary still thinks that way. That's right. Hillary still thinks she was deserving. She was ordained. It was almost like the ascension to the throne. This was Hillary's like birthright, or it was her birthright to become the president. And when Trump took it off Hillary, it was like the greatest crime ever committed in the history of humanity was Hillary Clinton not being president, which I think that was the greatest gift in the history. One of the greatest gifts in the history of humanity was Hillary Clinton not being president. Trump saved the world with that, or the world dodged a major bullet. And of course, all the mainstream media just went into hyper, like overdrive, attacking Trump when their queen, when their candidate lost. That I mean, that's still one of the greatest moments in political history, was Hillary not being able to come out and concede on the night of the election. She was probably in her hotel room. There's probably like furniture being thrown around. The TV was probably kicked in. How did Trump steal what was rightfully mine? And then, of course, all the conspiracy theories about Russia started coming out, and it was just such bullshit. It was just absolute nonsense, all because this woman, Hillary Clinton, was denied what she thought was her birthright to become president of the United States. And it was like Eagle says, it was her turn. And that will go down to me as one of the greatest political moments. Hillary losing that night, not able, and then John Podesta comes out, see it all so clear. John Podesta comes out, and there's this whole audience and crowd there. They're all crying. There's like, they're all weeping, and what they actually chose the place for Hillary's victory speech, there was this massive glass ceiling above them. And she was like incorporated into her speech of how she has smashed the glass ceiling, that she has smashed that final last, there's a female president. They've smashed the glass ceiling. So they chose this venue that had this glass ceiling and everything. And she was going to smash that glass ceiling. And she was, that is the greatest, probably the greatest political moment. John Podesta comes out and says, everyone go home. The fight's lost, but whatever he said there. And then and then Hillary comes out and concedes the next morning, kind of without really conceding. Yeah, that goes down as one of the greatest kind of like political moments, as far as I'm concerned, anyway. Paul Campbell, thank you so much for the super chat, sir. Was it? Yeah, it's Hillary. It was a great red pill moment. Yeah, absolutely. Bundy says, yes, that was a great night. It's amazing. I remember so much. of that night. And the media just crying. They had it all on lock. How did Trump do this? And how did he win? I mean, it was just that their brain, Trump just broke their brains. And then they came out, and the next 3 years, it was just an onslaught against Trump because they took away their queen. He took away their queen. Dunes, imagine waking up to Hillary every day. Yeah, I don't. Erica says, I'd never vote for any woman president. I don't mind if a woman is president. I've got no. I think women make great leaders as well. I fully believe that, and there will be a woman president. I hope it's Kari Lake. I hope it's like from our side. But there will be a woman president eventually. Sad Wings says Brexit was a left hook. Trump was the haymaker. Yeah, 100%, absolutely. Harmon says the election night has been the source of prime meme material for years. In the words of Kylo Ren, we need more. Hipper says politicians are like wrestlers. So on the front stage, politicians are like pro wrestlers out on front on stage. They're like, oh yeah, I want a rematch, but backstage they're all friends. I mean, there is still a lot of them are. Trump was very much moving in the in those political kind of upper echelons of the political circles as well. That is a good point. A lot of it is like a production or like theatre as well. Midterms, who off says midterms Dems dreading it. Absolutely. I'm pushing obviously the red wave. I want to see the red wave. We want to see the balance, the shift of power, shift more over to the conservative side. I'm not trying to be. I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not getting my hopes up. I see a lot of commentators out there like, oh, the red wave, it's a lock. Oh, it's a lock. Oh, don't get overconfident about it. Don't get too confident about it. I think. Sheeple Hunter says my brother got lost between Abrams' teeth. Yeah, that gap. John Jones, Trump, DeSantis 2024. I mean, that's a lot of firepower. That's like, that's a lot of firepower. That's a lot of fire. It would make a good ticket. For sure. Holiday Magic. Absolutely love your memes. I hope it makes libs scream. Actually, lately, getting a lot of getting a little bit of heat. A lot of the bunch of the videos, they're kind of like being like demonetized. When you go through the content screen, I think there's a lot of people brigading. I think there's a bit of brigading going on with the channel at the moment. There's you see a lot of like older videos. They're kind of being demonetized. Then I have to try to. Not that I care about that, but it's the reach. What I care about is reach, about the algorithm pushing the videos out to as many people as possible. So when the video is monetized, I believe the algorithm will push that video out further because YouTube they're making money. They're making money from the ads. So I believe that YouTube pushes out that video further. That's why predominantly why the videos are monetized, because you get that increased reach. And when they demonetize a video, they actually say the reach has been reduced. They reduce the reach of that video when it's been demonetized because they think it's not suitable content to kind of promote. So they really don't promote demonetized videos. So that's why I try to make the videos monetized so that YouTube pushes them out so the algorithm pushes out those thumbnails over onto people, not only the people who have subscribed and who watch the videos, but also to people who might be interested in those videos. And that's where you get your new growth. That's where you get new subscribers. When the algorithm knows what kind of content that you like, and it tries to match up my video with potential people who would like that video. And that's the algorithm's job. And it does a fantastic job. So that's definitely why I try to keep the videos monetized, but we're getting a lot of pushback right now, just quietly behind the scenes. There's a lot of pushback happening against this channel. So, we're over the mark. We got demonetized like a month or so ago, got the channel monetized back in again. So we keep that reach as high as possible. But yeah, so there's a few things happening in the background that I obviously don't talk about too much. We've got... Holiday Magic says, I hope it makes the lib screen. Judy Girl says, do the Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez clap. I got to get into that frame of mind. Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. I mean, I love AOC. I love AOC. She is a performer. Obviously, she auditioned for the role through Justice Democrat. She was the right skin color. She had the right... she was female, well, we assume she was female. She had the right origin. She was not white. She, a little bit of a Puerto Rican kind of a background there. So she fit the cast. She was cast into a role. And just as Democrats ran her campaign, they got her elected. I'm not sure if she's actually connected. You don't hear too much about just as Democrats these days. I'm not sure if she's connected there, but they ran her campaign. They had staff in her office when and they were basically running AOC. She was the front. She was the person out the front. And they were basically giving her all the talking points. They were managing her as a performer. But the fact that AOC knocked out some old dude in the Democrat primary, I thought it was fantastic. I think that's fantastic. She knocked out this old establishment kind of Democrat, and I was like, yeah, you go. I fully support that. And but she's she has a massive reach. She has a massive fan base, but fortunately, most of those people on her Twitter do not actually live in her electorate and can't vote for her. But I mean, this channel has done well out of AOC. Back in the early days, I'd make a video about AOC, and you always get a few more views. So well, that's right. Well, she's copying it from the progressive left and the Jimmy Dores. I mean, Jimmy. I probably disagree with Jimmy Dore on so many issues. But damn it, that dude. I respect the hell out of him. I respect that he has principles, and he sticks to his principles. He doesn't. He's not just moving in the wind. Like AOC really hasn't stuck to her principles. But I respect the hell out of Jimmy Dore. Sting Cool, she isn't massive. She couldn't even fill a grade school auditorium. Well, that's right. That's where you get the massive online, massive Twitter following, social media presence. She, on the cover of Vogue magazine. We made a video about it. And when the rubber kind of hits the road, when you do like a town hall in your local area, maybe like 40, 50 people kind of show up. And that's probably, Trump's still pulling in the massive crowds, like at the moment. He's got that, still got that massive star power. But getting people to come down to like a community hall or something like that to listen to a candidate, it's probably a bit of a stretch when they can just, like their post on Twitter or what have you as well. Jimmy Dore doesn't pander. That's right. I mean, I don't watch a lot of his content, but I respect that he has his positions, and he doesn't he doesn't change his positions when the wind blows kind of like in a different direction. Respect the hell out of that. But probably disagree on a lot of like policy points, and that's fine. That's fantastic. We should have this disagreement of policies. We should have this disagreement of ideas, and then we should let our ideas like battle. It shouldn't be like a personal thing. Right now, it's all very personal, but our ideas should be doing the battling for us. Mumtaz Shamizi, thank you so much for the super chat. Who would win in upcoming elections? What would a win in upcoming elections mean for the GOP? Nothing. FBI, NSA, all belong to deep state. McConnell, McCarthy, deep state. That's right. Dominion, deep state. I said before, I'm not a fan of the Republican leadership. I'm not a fan of the big Republican machine. I think they're a bunch of useless. I think they're a bunch of useless wankers and cowards as well. Especially the way they just all turn their back on Trump. Hippie Hippie says, how can you tell that AOC has been on your computer? There's whiteout. There's whiteout on the screen. There's whiteout on the screen. Ramsell says 75,000 watching the Trump rally in Texas already. Absolutely. I mean, the guy still pulls in the big crowds. And that was the one thing leading into the 2016 election with Hillary. Hillary, where are the crowds? Trump's filling arenas. He's like the Rolling Stones. every day he's like, he was doing like, rally after rally after rally after rally, sold out arenas, sold out arenas, sold out arenas. And where was Hillary's crowd? There was no crowd. So that was the media was like, oh, Trump's got like 1% chance of winning. What absolute garbage. When you look at the crowds, when you look at the people showing up for Trump, you just knew it was going to be more. Oh, sorry, Izzy. Did I miss your super chat? I'm very sorry. Oh, sorry. Here it is. Izzy, I'm sorry. I missed your super chat. So the chat was going pretty quick there. Greetings from California. I wanted to say that your content makes me smile and laugh. Think you could use Hall of the Mountain King again. I love that music, and it's like when I'm making the meme vids, I like to keep them bright and happy and fun, and the music definitely reflects that. But there are times when my mood is a little bit darker, and I'll go to like, that Hall of the Mountain King. And there's also another track I use, cinematic, epic, emotional, I think it's called. It's very. Some people think, oh, it's a little bit over the top, but if you use the right memes, and it depends what kind of mood I'm in, but definitely I will use the Hall of the Mountain King again. It's just like it starts, and it starts so slow, and then it just builds in the middle, and then it just I do love the way that track. I do love the way that track. And sorry for missing your super chat there. John says, keep up the good work. I got to shop for food because things ain't cheap. Oh yes, it's a crazy inflation. Everything's just gone up. Everything is just absolutely insane. Slim Plastic says you should do some interviews. I mean, people want to interview me. I'm open to it. I've been on like Frank's stream, I'm open to it. I'm not sure I'd like to kind of just keep like the content and the memes out in front. Maybe do a little bit of commentary as well. But yeah, if people want to interview me, they can. It sounds like a little bit. I don't want to be too ego or anything. I never want to be like a big YouTuber. Never want to be a famous YouTuber. I never want to. I just want to be an activist. I just want to put the memes out there. I just want to, I just want to do my little bit. Someone said way back, how do I choose the thumbnails? I think it was a question about the thumbnails, and kind of like I definitely try to use very bright colors. The memes themselves, they're very bright. Use of color is very bright. They're very sharp. It's all very. But the thumbnails, lately I've been using there's been a very a bright kind of a pink. And it catches the eye. And as YouTubers, we are really competing in a very, very, very hyper competitive marketplace. I mean, I'm a YouTube watcher just as much as I am a content creator. I've got my people that I love watching their videos as well. So, make your thumbnail jump out and stand out. So that's why I kind of use the bright thumbnails and that I do use. So yeah, it's kind of like when you see a certain color, that's what that's what I'm kind of going for there with the type of thumbnails that I do use. I'm seeing a lot of channels kind of thank you. I'm seeing a lot of channels kind of trying to almost imitate the style of thumbnail, and that's okay, and that's fine. I think any other channel was using those type of thumbnails before, and I had someone say, why do you use Hollywood actresses in your thumbnails. Well, it's also that they're mostly from the left. So I'm like, you know, I will take their image and they attract. It is all about the thumbnail. It's all about trying to pull people into the video. I am unashamedly an activist trying to get these memes out to as many people as possible. Maybe the normies see these nice looking thumbnails with a picture of Scarlett Johansson on the front. Maybe they click in from that and maybe that starts something in their mind. Yeah. So I mean, I am unashamedly using these leftist actresses to try to pull people into the memes, and I make no apologies for them. There's nothing overly provocative in those thumbnails. They're just generally faces. I go for a look. Generally, when they're looking straight at the camera, there's something about a look that I am looking for. It's like an emotional look that I'm kind of going for. We got Hipper says, do a live stream with Mark Dice. He's probably a little bit out of, you know, Mark's been around for a long time, and he's obviously a much bigger kind of YouTuber. Stranger Sound says, it works. Your thumbnails are genius. I mean, I hope that I hope it does it. It catches the eye. And when I'm looking at thumbnails and I see one of, I will sign in from like another account just to see how the Mean Left videos are appearing in the algorithm. And yeah, they definitely do pop. They do grab the eye. So yeah, and so that's why that's why I definitely use those types of thumbnails. Nolan says, Canada here. Much love to the people of Canada. That's like Australians, New Zealanders, kind of British and Canadians. We're kind of all in this weird kind of we're all in this slightly dysfunctional family. Canada love your memes because they hit the point. We have a different system, but many here don't understand this nonsense that the woke are trying to shove down our throats. I mean, that's right. I mean, with the way Trudeau treated the truckers, the Canadian truckers. I mean, we covered a lot of that on the channel. So back when that was kind of happening, it was just disgusting the way that the truckers were treated by the government over there, especially by Trudeau. I mean, Trudeau. There's few politicians that I despise more than Justin Trudeau. This pussy, absolute authoritarian wanker, dickhead, Justin Trudeau. There's very few. He is right up there in that top 1 or 2 weak, limp-wristed, absolute wanker. So yeah. Mixed Thunder, thanks Mean Left for making me smile on a daily basis. Yeah, love Canada. We got Eric says Trump speaking 8 p.m. on Rumble. So yeah, so we're probably gonna end the stream in a couple of minutes. I only wanted to go. I think we've been going for nearly 1 hour and 47 minutes right now. So we're probably going to wrap things up a little bit. Ramo says, do a video with Bearing. Yeah, Bearing. He's a great content creator. I'm not sure. I haven't seen a lot of his stuff lately. I mean, it's kind of the thing with YouTubers, that they come along and rise, have their time in the sun, and then it's just a gradual decline. And it'll happen to this channel as well. It will happen to this channel eventually. We'll decline. Audience will move on to other things, and it's probably like those content creators like Bearing. I look over his channel, and you can see obviously the drop in viewership and that sort of thing. It's just a channel is born. And then if you're very lucky that your channel soars and you get a time in the sun, and very, very, very tiny microscopic amount of YouTubers get to experience that time in the sun when you got hundreds of thousands of subscribers, millions of views a month, and it's just all beautiful. It's like, and then eventually you will come down on the other side, and it'll happen to every YouTuber. It's like life. You're born and you live, and eventually you will die. So that'll happen to every YouTuber as well. But yeah, I love Bearing. Bearing's a great content creator, but I haven't seen much of his content. Yeah, the Grey says the drops in viewership happen these days because people do not get the notification. That's true, and also people just move on. New material comes onto the scene. There's it's just the way it is, and YouTubers we're not going to be around forever. Almost like a bright shining star that shines bright. If you're very, very, very lucky, shine bright for a very short amount of time, and then it'll just fade away. Yeah, Mick says Bearing's still around. He's a dad now. That's right. Colin, another Canadian fan, thanks for keeping it real. Thank you very much. Trudeau must go. Absolutely. Oops, knocked my microphone around there a little bit. Okay, so if anyone has any last minute questions, willing to just spend a couple of minutes, but I think we'll wind down the stream. It was as Captain Tom, Rob, your channel soars because you give it wings. No, mate, you give it the wings. You give it the wings. Without you, without the audience, it is just nothing. So thank you so much to listen. Everyone who watches these videos. I mean, I try to put a little thing at the end of the videos, thank you so much for watching, but it sounds like cliche, but I really, really, really thank you so much. I mean, as an activist, primarily an activist, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sharing. I mean, if you can just share these videos with someone that you know, if they like the content, if they don't like the content, either way. But sharing is the fuel under channels like this. So if you're not, if you don't think you're like an activist or whatever, you're not really involved, just share the videos and start sharing memes as well. We will get into that with meantheleft.com. Start sharing memes, and that is just, if you're doing that is fantastic. Jarrett Thatcher. Thacker, sorry for pronouncing. Sorry for the mismatch on your name there. You got a good job sticker, so thank you very much. Jemmy says, when's the next live stream? We need more. I'd like to do more regular live streams. I like just talking with you. I like interacting with you. I do it as much as I can, like in the comments as well, but I just love interacting. I would love to do a live stream when you can call in and we would actually like a talkback radio. I want to try to figure that out. I really want to try and figure that out because I love the talkback, almost like the old talkback radio format. I really love that. Tweety Pie says ultra MAGA. What did Biden come out with? I think he's calling it mega MAGA. Now they've got all these terms that they think are insults, but they're really compliments. When they have all these focus groups or whatever, and they come up with what they think will be like insults to the right, and we end up making merch out of it, or most people make T-shirts out of it. So I think the latest one he's call it now is like mega MAGA. I think I did in the latest memes of the day video. And if you haven't seen that video, please go and watch that video. I think it's
Yeah, it's I release the memes the day at like exactly the same time, like every day for 6 days a week. Melissa says mega mega, and we've got Klaus Schwab trickle down. Thanks for the streamline jumper. Thank you for watching. Something about trickle down. I've got it in the Ultra Maga here, Ultra Mega Platinum Edition Maga, Nuclear Mega Maga. Yeah, they think these things are insults, but we end up just like memeing them, and people make T-shirts on them. Yeah. Ramo says 90,000 now watching the Trump rally from Texas. Okay, his MAGA is over 9,000. Okay, well, I think I wrap things up there because, Trump's about to jump on I think Trump's about to jump on in about 10 minutes or something like that on the whatever streams that they're covering it. Slovakia says, greetings from Slovakia. I don't think I've seen anyone say they're from Slovakia in the channel. Love your content. Thank you very much. Okay, so we will wrap things up here. Thank you so much, everyone who've tuned in for this live stream. We're definitely doing some more or regular live streams going forward. So I want to say thank you. Hope you all have an absolutely magnificent day, and I will see you in the next video. Yeah, so have a great day. I really just don't want to wind up because there's just so many comments coming in. But I know, so, bless you all. Yeah, Super Trump. Yeah, that was fun. I really have a fun time. I have a fun time. Like I said before, I would love to do talkback where you could possibly talk in and we would speak. As like that old talkback radio function in that radio, talkback radio. I love talkback. And so I'm going to try to figure out a way to actually do that. It's a little bit technical because YouTube has this like 8-second delay. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to wrap the stream up here I'm going to press this little button down here. Everyone, have a fantastic night. Have a fantastic rest of the weekend.